This is my recap and reaction to Sister Wives Season 19, Episode 16, called A Time to Weep, A Time to Laugh. What the heck is up with the titles this season? Just saying. In this episode, Avalon goes missing, Robyn is in a four-wheeler accident where she flies off, and Mary cuts up a quilt. There are, shockingly, some cliffhangers in this episode, guys. We start in Flagstaff, and Cody and Robyn are riding four-wheelers together from their house to Coyote Pass on a special date or whatnot to see the sunset. We learn that Robyn has been riding four-wheelers since she was about 13 and has a history with these things. She's subtly bragging about her experience with four-wheelers, kind of reminiscent of that time she was talking about how many men were interested in her before Cody. She's showing off like she's this badass or something. She's doing jumps, she's speeding up, and at one point it looked like their four-wheelers were going to crash into each other, and Robyn sped up and got completely thrown off, flies in the air and falls. Cody freaks out and jumps out of his four-wheeler and runs over to her. And even the cameraman can be heard running in her direction and asking if she's okay. He loses control of the camera and all that. It's so dramatic, they had to break the fourth wall. And that's about the biggest cliffhanger we've had this season, to be honest. And now it awkwardly cuts to Moab, and it's a freaking repeat scene. This was in Christine's wedding special where she runs in her driveway and goes, "Sister, I'm getting married." Christine confirms that she's not inviting Robyn and Cody or Mary to her wedding. She's like, why would I invite them? Why would I? Which I totally get Robyn and Cody, but Mary, I mean, they did all raise their kids together, so this relationship feud or weirdness is not completely understood to me. And in the weirdest segue ever, we're back to Cody and Robyn is saying she's not okay. Cody asks if her neck hurts and then takes off her helmet. Well, thank goodness she's fine. And then Cody scolds her for going in that specific area with the four-wheeler, and Robyn is like, I'm just having fun. Remember, she's a badass. And she's willing to get back and drive slow somewhere. So they go to this ridge and, Cody says, I brought you here to say I love you, and that's all. And it's actually, dare I say, romantic. And I actually have to give it to Robyn here for getting back on the four-wheeler just so quickly after her accident. I would have probably called it a day, to be honest. But Robyn says that Cody hasn't been as romantic lately or himself for years, and how basically he stopped caring so much about the family when the one house ideal fell through. Aha! That was always a fan theory and has been proved correct. So it was the one house idea thing. And now we're in Utah, and Mary and Jen have a weird project to talk about. Basically, Mary had made a quilt of Cody's old shirts for their 10th anniversary, and he has asked for the t-shirts back. I mean, they're on a quilt, so I don't know. Is she going to cut the squares? Actually, yes, she's doing that. It includes even the shirt when they went on The Price is Right together, which it's crazy that they went on The Price is Right together, honestly. Someone find me that clip. And so there they go, cutting everything up. Mary confesses while they're cutting that when they were in the rentals in Vegas, Cody had told her that she'd been bad to him for 20 years and it would take another 20 to rebuild the relationship. So basically, things were much worse than what was portrayed on the show at that time. And, I feel like at that time, weren't they planning on doing in vitro or something to have another baby? It just seems very ironic. Christine is now having like a facials and mimosa day with the girls, including Aspen, Isabel, and Truly. Aspen asks Truly if she's ready for this, and she says yes, but that she's mostly in her room a lot because she's an angsty teenager. Aspen kind of laughs when Mykelti refers to David as her stepfather, And this is just very telling, and we saw in the special that they kind of feel awkward about that. Yeah, I don't think they like David as much as Christine says, or there's some trepidation there, just a hunch. And we're back to Cody and Robyn. They're the big scene for this episode. And Robyn admits that she's hanging on to Cody and Janelle making it work. She's still thinking that maybe he wants Janelle back. Like, please, they don't even talk anymore. So Cody asks Robyn to stop pushing this on him. He says, "You and I have the truth." He tells Robyn, "Stop asking me to fix marriages that will never work." Honestly, Cody repeats himself over and over, and he's being very clear, like, these are over, and he has to say it so many times for it to get into her brain. I hope that after this conversation, Robyn can finally let that go. It's so annoying. He admits that in the heat of, I guess, an argument between them, for 15 minutes he told Robyn he would leave her too. Then goes on a rant about wanting to move to Europe to get away from all of it. Robyn says that she'll stick with him but feels stuck. It's not what she wanted for her life. So Robyn isn't like excited to be monogamous with Cody, but she's kind of stuck there, and there it is. Robyn calls Cody out. She's like, "When I entered the family, you love them." Cody says that he didn't know what it was like to have divine love like he has with her. "Before you came into the family, I had 2 wives that already considered leaving," he said. We know that Janelle left for a little bit, but I don't know who the other one was, to be honest. Maybe Christine, I don't know. And to illustrate the whole point of what type of relationships he had between the wives, Cody apparently had a tryst in college where he lost his virginity. So, and purity is everything at that time in his religion. And nobody knew except Mary and Robyn. He didn't even feel safe enough to ever tell Janelle and Christine, but he had told Robyn like the first week they met, I guess. And this is supposed to illustrate the difference between how intimate his relationships were. Cody is like, "Let it all go, Robyn." And Robyn cries and says that she wanted to be like how plural families that grow old and they get all over their stuff and just live in friendship and peace, I guess, on their porch. Cody's like, "I've never seen that happen. They carry that stuff till death." Cody's outlook on polygamy is officially terrible. I mean, he really hates it now. And finally, we're back with Christine in Moab. Christine and David are hugging for a really awkward long time. And Aspen is yelling for Avalon. And they're all yelling for Avalon. And there's this big river right at the foot of the venue. Heart Attack City. McKelty is running and crying. Avalon is missing, and every single person there is looking for her and freaking out. They find her, and honestly, she was just like with Tony's mom, so no big deal. I think the river was just like giving people extra anxiety. I don't know why they thought she was missing or anything like that, but it did add drama to the episode. Also, Christine chugs a drink on the riverboat, and next week, it's the wedding. So I don't know. I guess they're trying to serve up scenes that I think they saved for the season rather than the wedding special, which is nice, but I see some repetition as well. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my recap of Sister Wives Season 19, Episode 16, and I'll be back soon with more content. Bye, guys!